Happy month of Luigi, guys. It's crazy to think I've been making videos for nearly a whole year now. From my very first Yokai Watch challenge that I created slideshows for in PowerPoint, to now having an idea on how to actually edit, I've had a blast this year. With college, life is a bit hectic, but I'm hoping I'll be able to continue making videos like these for a while. So thanks to you and everyone watching. Without you guys, it would just be me talking to a microphone with no one there to cringe at my jokes. So, thanks. Alright, enough with that. Luigi time. Spoiler warning for the entire game, by the way. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was one of my favorite games as a kid, when 10-year-old me finally graduated from his educational leapfrog explorer to playing a game about Green Man hunting ghosts. But in this game, Luigi doesn't own any of these homes. He's simply clearing them out for the professor. And to take any money from them would be burglary, something that small child Geosage should never have been forced into. So could child me have beaten the game without stealing from these mansions, or was my fate of criminal activity sealed the moment I began the game? Well, let's find out. The rules are fairly straightforward. First off, I cannot collect anything that adds to my G counter. That includes coins, but also the gold bars and Abe Lincoln pictures lying around the haunted mansion. Second, I'll be playing the original version of the game, made for the 3DS. No HD version, because that would require me touching my wallet, which has coins in it. I'll stick with my old 3DS game, thank you. And finally, I'm allowing save states. I know, boo, what a loser. Well, I'll be honest, this coinless challenge could become as time-consuming as a part-time job if I let it, and I don't really feel like suffering more than necessary. So tell me how much of a cheater I am in the comments if you want, but the run's fate is already sealed. Now, what are the problems the run will face? Well, there are two separate issues. First, coins are everywhere in the game. Open the wrong chest, money. Use a surge to inhale a ghost, money. Running for your life from a giant evil king? Well, watch your step, because there's money littered on your path to survival. The second problem is a bit different. Typically in the game, you unlock new upgrades as you gather more money. Your vacuum gets more surge options, your Invisalite can last longer, and the Poltergust 5K can even get a cool style upgrade. But not for us. We will be using the base model all game. Additionally, if you have 200 gold in your inventory and check an empty interactable, you'll get a golden bone, which effectively doubles your health for the level. That will not be an option for us, not that it matters until the late game. Will our path be blocked by unavoidable money? Will the ghosts prove too strong to defeat without any upgrades? Only one way to find out. Gloomy Manor, Stage 1. This first area is fairly simple. The biggest problem I had was remembering there was a secret in the room, but not remembering where. That and the controls. It didn't take long for me to sync a controller up to the game, but the first few levels were played on keyboard, and I think it shows. But I got the Poltergust and flashlight with no problem. My first battle reminded me of a few things. First off, a ghost drops money if you capture them with a surge. But if their timer simply runs down, no money is given, a strategy that will help us avoid cash in the future. Additionally, if you catch a ghost while trying to grab a group, the gold bars will fall. This can usually be dodged easily, but sometimes the ghosts pull you in unexpected ways, so it's ideal to catch ghosts one at a time. Other than that, smooth sailing. Gloomy 2 is an equally easy stage, with no new added effects. Play some music, sit on a bed, fall down a fireplace, bada bing, the reds are gone and the gears need repairs. Gloomy 3, and a ghost is haunting the library, and our landlord needs us to do something about it. We reach the balcony above the library, but can't jump down to ambush the ghost. Instead, we slide down one of those fancy person food tubes, consume these chef ghost things, then see a ghost with an unhealthily big brain try to throw books at us. Luckily, Luigi has mad hops and we just jump over their projectiles. Bada boom, orange ghost gone, and it's boo bashing time. Gloomy 4, and you know, ghosts have this annoying ability to go invisible. But what if you could just see them, even when they are? Well, Professor EGAD has a solution. We just gotta hop down from a fireplace, vacuum up some sunglasses, and grab this bulb. Then we can use it to unlock the patio. There I find the professor's statue he must have paid loads of money for, then head into the kitchen. A few ghosts block our way, but nothing we can't handle. Well, time to restart. Yeah, things like these are why I decided to use save states. So fireplace, sunglasses, door, statue, kitchen, and we're back. We notice Abu using some blue orbs to turn a table invisible, lowering the property value of EGAD's mansion. Of course, the boss man won't let that stand, so we have to fight this Boo. Now, Boos are a scary foe, because when we fight them, they poop out coins. Luckily, we can just blow these coins away or wait for them to despawn. So as long as they don't instantly land on us, we can make it work. Gloomy 5 is a unique quest where we need to destroy a bunch of spiderwebs. And man, there are a lot of them. The enemies here are mostly spiders, small monsters who eat gold coins and drop them upon death. We can vacuum them up with no risk, but there are a few sections where we are stuck carrying a flaming spiderweb, which can also alchemize the little red demons. The worst of them is this room, where the moment we get the flaming webs, little kamikaze spiders hop down from the roof, trying to end our run. It took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts to actually get it. This is why I save stated, otherwise this level would have taken me over an hour. Anyway, it's second time. Gloomy 6 is here, and it's time to fight a giant spooter. And honestly, hardest boss fight until we reach the ski resort, easy. Coins are littered everywhere, spiders full of money are crawling all around. Getting the spider web impaled by this knight is far more difficult than I remember it being as a child. But with some persistence and some pyromania, we clear the Gloomy Manor in under 2 hours. Now that we've reclaimed the old professor's home, he decides to send us to a pair of haunted towers, and orders us to start by fixing the plumbing in this building. Check the generator, grab a key, disarm a shovel ghost, murder some sentient plants, dodge a carpet trap, get assaulted by murder tornadoes, shrek some ghosts, blow a balloon, use a bucket full of goo to create a water slide, find a big boy, consume his soul, and head on home, though the professor is still in the bunker instead of moving back into the Gloomy Manor. Towers 2 has me hunting down some blue boys who steal these windmill pieces. We find a secret lab, encounter a Boo, consume a coin, time travel, avoid the Boo like the plague, activate a lawnmower, blow some coins away, perform a quick exorcism, get sprayed in the face by a fountain, walk up some moving stairs, grow a massive vine, shoot a mouse, and stop some ghouls from achieving their musical goals and dreams. With that, we head back to the professor to get the windmill repair kit. Towers 3 starts with another plant murder. Hashtag plants are people too. Then we watch a red man struggle to break the windmill further, proving the blue ghosts are stronger than the swole red boys. I walk up a bunch of stairs, discover I need a key, go bungee jumping, run into an invisible coin, time travel, get eaten by a tree, do some grave robbery, and save a toad. This turns the rest of the level into an escort mission, something child me found incredibly fun, and current me is nostalgically obligated into the same feeling. Then 3 lady ghosts appear, and I can't help but wonder if they died in these towers because of the professor's terrible safety regulations. Regardless, we snag the small one, then the big one, then lastly the hot one. We discover the toad hates water, presumably because it's sewage water, but that's something our green plumber is immune to. We carry the toad, throw him into the professor's TV like Toru Adachi, and never see our red friend again. Towers 4 has us grow another vine staircase, get haunted by a doll, interrupt a pillow fight, fly in the piano room, grab a key, fight some demons in the bathroom, find a gemstone that looks like a muffin, then take a well-deserved break that brings us to the pool above. Now, I'm no architect, but having a pool room that can only be accessed through an elevator in the bathroom seems like an interesting choice. What sort of wild parties was the professor hosting anyway? Well, we meet some pink Giga Chad ghosts, capture them for science, and hold the key up so a ghost pupper can consume it. This way, the devs can add another level to the game without needing to make new areas, instead giving us a victory lap of the conquered mansion before the boss fight. Towers 5 is said victory lap. We chase the hound around, get dragged into some coins, time travel, run up a bunch of stairs, get ambushed by ghosts in the piano room, and find the Doge hiding under the bed. We suck him up and get our key back, but he dips out of our vacuum the moment we get back to the boss's bunker so he can repeat this process in the future. Tower 6 could be an annoying slog, but I heckin' love it. Something about having to guess stairs, trying to remember which lights went out, and the way Luigi comically falls down the steps, it's just a lot of fun. Second favorite boss in the game. We run up the steps, slip back down, and repeat until we reach the top. Then we face our true enemy, more stairs, literally. The actual fight is pretty simple, and we do a quick boogie and get sent off to the professor's old factory. Clockworks 1 starts with a quick puzzle that took child me a long time to figure out. But since my memory prioritizes old Luigi's Mansion puzzle solutions over mathematical formulas or AP history answers, I remember the solution almost immediately. I break into a vault, stealing a key from inside, see some ghosts creating literal bombs, meet a tornado ghost, flood the professor's home with sand, watch a toad commit unalive, like seriously wow, then head to the ceiling where someone left random gold bars all over the floor. We can't blow them off the platform, so instead I delicately blow them away until the stairs stop me. After struggling to blow them up the stairs for a few minutes, I decide to Leroy Jenkins it and thread the needle completely broke. From there, I grab the Megumpus and book it. Clockworks 2 has us heading underground for some more grave robbery. Yay! After a quick ziplining trip, we magically witness a boo planting a bomb, then encounter something 10 times more frightening, the pit slide. Here we are forced down a narrow tunnel at rapid speeds. When starting this challenge, I predicted that if the run was going to die, it would be either here or in the snow pit slide. So how did it go? Well, it turns out that as long as you hug left, dodging a single pile of sand and money, you can avoid all gold with fair consistency. Some coins got dangerously close to hitting me, but dangerously close isn't close enough. After doing some ghost busting while sand fills the room we are in, we have to navigate through another web-filled area with a flaming torch. Taking it slow and using a few time jumps, we make it to the tomb, which has a gold bar lying on it. Nothing a quick exhale from our poltergeist can't handle though. We discover a blue poltergeist, who runs away like baby, but leaves a few mummies for us to deal with. Luckily, these mummies are just disguised green boys, so we easily dispatch them and get warped back home. Clockworks 3, the level I, future Geosage, have been dreading. It starts innocently enough. We see a bridge we can't access, use a wind-powered elevator, and wake up a ghost for no good reason. But as we enter the next area, while Luigi is looking at a spooky ghost, there's something that terrifies me even more. 5 coins, all placed directly in our path. I try to blow them off, but nothing. I do some research, watching speedruns, learning glitches, desperately hoping for a miracle. But alas, no miracle came. These 5 coins are, as far as I can tell, completely required. If you have any ideas on how to dodge them, let me know in the comments below. But for now, the run has been shot. Beating Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon coinless is impossible. But something continued to drive me on. I had to know, are these the only things stopping us? Can we at least keep our coin count in the single digits? What is the minimum amount of coins needed to beat Luigi's Mansion 2? Well, the only way for us to find out is to press onward. We find some greens who we can't stun on account of their masks, but they periodically take them off to make sure we are still there. We consume them easily, blow many gold bars far away, use some bombs to weigh down a pulley system, vacuum up all the steam in a boiler room, fight a Boo for his sins against humanity, snag a key, and confront the blue ghoul responsible for this whole mess. Then, with 5 evil dollars in our pocket, we slump on back, our own sins weighing us down. Clockwork 4 is a nice distraction, however. We just chase the Polterpup all around the place, including going over the same parkour that ended our run last time, though this time there's no money left there. After launching a sneak attack, we reclaim our prize and move on to grander things. Clockwork 5 is one of my favorites. After discovering a pink Chad ghost who has gained superpowers, we go on the crank room, which is a locker section in the most awkward position you could possibly place it in. We have to blow several loose coins away, but as they obey the laws of nature, they're no problem for us. We snag a key, get assaulted by a robot bird, then save another toad. This one is a crippling fear of clocks. Knowing that the professor has 4 other assistants who could have been sent to the clock towers, I think it's safe to say that Egad finds joy in seeing his inferiors suffer. Here we encounter ghosts with shields, something that I worried might end the run. They require a certain level of charge to break before the ghost timer starts ticking down, so if the game threw any at us with green or red shields, we'd essentially become soft-locked until we got thousands upon thousands of dollars. Luckily, those fears were unfounded, as the game never sent a ghoul at us with more than a blue shield. After getting molested by the robot bird again, we track down Chad Ghost. I die for the first time. Time travel, grab some beating hearts that are just chilling in a spider web, then come back with a vengeance, blowing those ghosts out of the water and into the cold vacuum of a device I regularly use to suck up sewage water. Clockwork 6 is Showtime, my favorite boss stage. We open the door, ride another elevator while dodging all the loose cash lying around, skip the ladder, and begin the Pantheon fight. Greenie's gone, Red Man's wrecked, insects inhaled, and first phase of the boss absorbed. Then some pinks purged, the hammer goons handled, the mummies mowed down, and the yellow skins yeeted. More insects are impaired, some goopy ghosts are gone, bombs are broken, and the red skin is ravaged. Now onto the ski resort. Mine 1 starts us searching for a toad in this lodge. Melt some ice, save a toad, and fall to our deaths. Walk it off, use the toad to get a key, fight ghosts with the reflective floor, and get to the hardest part of the game. Let's talk for a moment. Luigi's Mansion 2 has a series of these motion-controlled balancing things which are usually free when playing on PC, which I am doing for recording purposes. But this single one has a breeze, meaning that we will get pushed back by the winds unless we counterbalance. I can do this by right-clicking at a perfect ratio, but I won't bore you with details. Just know that it is possible to do, so let's watch a sped-up version of me embarrassing myself. Still going, huh? While you're here, you should like the video. No, really, I'm gonna toss a blue toad into the chasm if you don't. And if you've made it this far in the video without clicking off, odds are you are enjoying it. So, by watching the video, I get more people watching my silly stuff, and Blue Toad gets to live. It's a win-win situation, so you should like it. Ooh, I finally made it. Nice. Anyway, we repair the bridge, head up the elevator, and send our blue pal home before returning ourselves. Mines 2 introduces portals, though the mechanic isn't fully realized until later. Next, we encounter another slip and slide ride, but my fears again prove unjustified, as despite running into several patches of raw money, Luigi can simply outrun them all. Wait, I need a key, which requires going off this jump, leading directly into a line of coins. Well, all we need to do is hit the brakes right before the jump, and we can get just enough air to snag the key and fall before we touch any of the gravity-defying coins. We melt more ice, get rudely interrupted, close the window, and melt the ice again. Then see that the ghosts are mining some fancy red crystals. We activate a rude Goldberg machine to get inside, where we discover that the gems are powering up the other ghosts. It won't be long before they become the standard enemies for us, making the game significantly more difficult. But I am able to take the red boy on solo, then double up on the green and shad ghosts, clearing the level with relative ease. Mines 3 starts with our elevator getting frozen over. After a quick detour, I melt the ice, then blow up different ice, only for 3 chain ghosts to appear and lock us out. We kinda need inside that room they lock, so we hunt them down one by one. First is Giant Man, who we attack with explosives, then slowly whittle away until his health is down and he is caught. We go down the slide again, this time having to blow through spiders that have somehow survived the winter weather. We decapitate Green Boy's hiding place and eat his soul with ease. Then move on to Red Man. An easy fight, complicated only by the little furballs following Luigi around, distracting me from our enemies. They're just too cute for this horror game. Anyway, after playing a shooter minigame, we ride down a gondola made specifically for vacuums, easily dodge 3 golden bars, and spend far too long trying to solve this puzzle. We get caved in, but with the power of teleportation, that hardly matters. Mines 4 is the boss fight already. Not sure why this chapter ended up being 2 levels shorter than usual, but oh well. The only challenge here is the boss fight, which is another shooter minigame. We need to destroy the ghost's ice shield, then feed him more bombs before our cart overheats. No coins here, though the save state checkpoints are very nice. But there's physically no way to collect coins in this level. Heck. Well, one time jump later and we're fine. One of the professor's properties left, and it's time to reclaim it. T-Mansion 1 is a fun one. It takes the Polterpup trope and uses it off the bat to first introduce us to this place. We do some parkour, lose the key, hop down a well, blow some cash away, enter the labyrinth, then fight some haunted armor by sucking the carpet up from underneath it. We follow the knight's nods, interrupt a mad scientist ritual, get super distracted, find the obvious path, clear out the dungeon, and finally kidnap the pup, reclaiming our key and later gaining a spooky pet who will stay with us through Luigi's Mansion 3. T-Mansion 2 sends us into the actual mansion, which is something of a museum. There's a plant room, desert room, ice room, and medieval room, all with portals connecting them to the main floor. We snag a bucket, water a plant, and save a green toad, who informs us that his pal is still missing. We clear out the desert area to gain access to fire, then bring some wood from the plant area to the desert to light it, then bring the flaming plank to melt the icy cage, freeing a purple toad. But the chapter is not done yet. We have a boo to bust. The problem is that the boo drops coins. If a toad touches a coin, it counts as us touching a coin, sending it directly into Luigi's wallet via Bluetooth. But with enough persistence and luck, the boo's coins eventually all fall somewhere besides us or our mushroom buddies, and we activate a staircase and send them back. As we go to leave, Egad admits that he beats his toad assistants. T-Mansion 3 brings us close to finding Mario. We lose a yellow book, bust some powerful ghosts, activate a portal, rotate the stairs, get consumed by a ghost, do a memory puzzle, somehow dodge all this money, activate another portal, look through a magic telescope, kill some bugs, snag a super poltergeist, put the book back on the shelf, get jump scared, and head on home. T-Mansion 4 has a string to ambush the ghosts, but they outsmart our outsmarting and counter-ambush us, forming our boy Big Boo. This boss fight was super hard when I was a child, but not nearly as bad as I remember it being. Just throw Big Boy into the drill, launch the small boys into the train cages, miss a bunch, and repeat until the boos are all caught. T-Mansion 5 is, well, let's just say it's the only mission in the game that is actually a challenge. I mean, I'm something of a gamer and have 150 hours in the game. However, this last mission, unlike any before, has a time limit before an automatic lose condition hits. So if I'm unable to clear each area in time, I'll lose. With no upgrades, no golden bones, and a requirement to avoid every coin I see, this part of the run is hard. And it's a blast. We quickly watch the portal activate, fight some reds, die, time jump to before that death, beat them up while only taking a single hit, hop into the space exhibit, get punched around until we win, teleport to the forest, get killed by a big boy, time jump again, use a strategy to stunlock Big Boy until he's gone, extinguish the last Ice Age survivors with ease, consume a beating heart, hit the bathroom, get a 3-minute till universe collapse notice, throw some mummies into the fire, get stabbed, end the monarchy, pull a Kerbo in the kitchen, and enter the final assault with 55 health remaining. I proceed to die. A lot. 55 HP is enough to take 2 hits, maybe 3, in this wave of dozens of ghouls. And yet, with each attempt, I get further. And with save states to aid me, I could make consistent progress. Pushing forwards, capturing ghosts at every point, I eventually get to the last gobber, ending the stage with less than 90 seconds remaining. But it's done, all without a single coin. T-Mansion 6 is an easy map. Get 2 nights on the same carpet, vacuum, get 3 nights on the same carpet, vacuum, get both of Big Knight's legs on carpets, then suck them up. The only difficulty comes from me playing too fast and getting hit a few times, losing massive amounts of HP. But even without save states, the reset time is under 3 minutes. With relative ease, we beat the boss and head home with the final piece of the Dark Moon. But we are intercepted by King Boo and brought into the Shadow Realm. Finale. Alright, the King Boo fight has 5 stages. Stages 1, 3, and 5 can all be done without coins, because there are no coins. But parts 2 and 4 are more interesting. And so, instead of commentating over them, let's just watch them play out. And so, with King Boo captured, Mario saved, and Professor Egad having his vacation homes reclaimed from the supernatural tenants, we've proven that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon can indeed not be beaten coinless. But if we try really hard, we can manage to end the game with only a single Abe Lincoln in his pocket, stolen from Egad's clock tower. I don't know how the laws would punish Luigi for his theft in the Mushroom Kingdom, but according to the 3 minutes of research I did online, where nobody ever lies, in the US, this theft could get him up to a year of jail time if caught. Then again, with the professor not paying Luigi a cent for his plumbing help, owning and abusing several toads who seem to be indentured servants, and also selling a war criminal during a garage sale, he might not want the police looking into it any further. That's all I have for you today. I'm GeoSage. Subscribe if you want to see more of my epic content, and click the linked video if you want to see the 9 hours of footage that this run took to prove I actually did it. Happy month of Luigi, and adieu.